Attention! 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 It is the Tao Net B of the day. If you're around and would like to check in, please come in with your call sign and only your call sign. This is Tango Yankee 9, Yankee Uniform Echo, Echo, Echo.
This is TY. Oh, no. This is Tango Yankee 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Tanky Yankee 4, Limo Echo Indian. Uh, how come it all modified? Tanky Yankee. Oh my goodness. uh, please correct. Tango Yankee 4, Lima Echo India, not Indian. Tango Yankee 4, Lima Echo India. India. Hey, that's good, not Indian. Anyone else want to check in? Please come now.
Tango Yankee 2, Golf, Alpha, Papa.
Tango Yankee 2, Golf, Echo, India.
Okay, anyone else? Anyone else?
Tango Yankee 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Okay. One more call. One last call. Anyone else?
TY2WNG, Tango Yankee. Oh, it's 3. Whiskey, November, Golf. I can't talk much because I'm still at work, but I will be listening in.
Okay, we will put you on the list. Be careful. This is a dangerous net. You might be squeaking, laughing by accident. Okay, let's begin. Wow, line is out of control these days. I have no idea why, but it seems like the case. Anyway, so let's begin the net. Okay, so today we mentioned that when you're like saying your name, you don't have to say like TY4SXT and then Tango Yankee 4, right? You just say the Tango Yankee. It's fine. Okay, so for casual, like not on net, and you're talking, you can just use like TY4, right? But if you are on the net or emergency call, you want to drag the thing longer, then we will like drag it. So there you go. Yeah, remind everyone that there are some cool videos posted on the Samlo Palace, and yeah, that one, a lot of catting stuff going on. So if you're interested, you can go and check that out. The catting that I'm teaching, I mean the self-defense stuff, the goal is that you don't need to really remember much. You understand the concept, try it a few times, and basically it's like there for the rest of your life. It's kind of like you learn how to walk, and once you get it, you get it. You know, it doesn't go away. So that's the point. In self-defense situation, we're not talking about like martial art practice. You don't have like every day a few hours to practice something, right? So this is something that you learn, you understand, and it's supposed to be sticking to you for the rest of your life. It's kind of like walking, so you understand it, you can do it, and it will work for any level. You don't need to be like specially trained. You don't need iron palm and whatever. And like you don't need all that. It works for everyone and anyone. When you punch using the bottom of the fist, that's the most meaty part, and that's the part that anyone can use and will not really hurt you. If you use the knuckle, right? If you're not trained, you use the knuckle, you get bruised, and a lot of fight end up like that. People get bruised up, and they don't know why. You know, I didn't really got hit, but my whole hand is bruised. I have seen a fight where like the guy is actually the winner, and he end up like the whole hand is blued. So that can happen if you're not trained. Anyway, let's move on. Tango Yankee 2, Charlie Hotel golf.
Yes, Ajuan. I, for one, really excited. I just kind of quickly browsed through a few of the videos. I really didn't know you had so many flutes. I knew you played the flute, but I didn't know you had so many. And the wooden one that looks like it's made out of bamboo with the extra piece that you attached. How difficult is it to play that? Because I've never actually played a flute. I've played guitar, I've dabbled in bass, but I've never actually played a flute before. It looks like it takes a lot of breath control. And that looked like that could help with cutting as well because it seems like you're pushing from the diaphragm and it helps you to be very aware of your breath. I'm also trying to rearrange how I learn a few of the martial arts that you're giving us simply because I've gotten a bad habit or I've adopted a bad habit from from Japanese martial arts that you have to be spending 3 4 hours or 45 minutes just doing the same drill over and over so you could build it into your body mechanics and your subconscious so it's like muscle memory all that sort of garbage and yeah, it's like I have adapted myself to be a glutton for pain, which is stupid. You just learn it once and you go about your day. It's just that simple. No need to overcomplicate it. For some strange reason, we as people just I have a desire to overcomplicate stuff instead of just making it simple. Back to you. Tango Yankee 2 Charlie Hotel Golf.
Well, don't worry. In Chinese martial art, there are a lot of stuff that is like that too. It brainwash you to practice the same thing over and over and over and over again. And the worst part is it doesn't work. I used to do a lot, like 5,000 punches, 2,000 kicks like that every day during my young times. And I don't see that as actually building any fighting power. Like when you're actually fighting, it doesn't really help. Now, what really helped me fight back then was when there was this Hongga teacher that decided to like private class me. So not class, but like he teach it for free. He just liked me. So it's kind of private. And he bring me into one lesson. And after that, I can fight. So it's like, what? Yeah. And it's not about how you train. It's about your mindset. It's about how fighting works. It's not really about the skills. You can apply the same thing to anything and it will work too. So like most people when they're fighting, it's like they're so into like, how do I block? How do I make contact? How to, apply this and apply that. And it's not important. You want to hurt the guy, you go hurt the guy. So if you ask like someone who have not learned any martial art and you give them like a knife, okay, like a plastic knife. So I did the test back then. So Kim Sa-Juan was like not into martial art at all. I gave her something, right, like represent a knife, and I try to like attack her, and all she do is like, you know, anything that comes to her, she just cut it. It doesn't matter what technique you have. She cut you, and you're not going to be able to survive, like that. And it works. So if you have the mindset of using your hammer fist as a knife, anything that comes to you, you're scared, you punch it, right? You hammer it. And eventually the guy that gets hammered is not going to have a good time. So it's just that simple. And there are places where you hammer, it doesn't require a lot of force, and you can like send them to hospital. Like the neck, right? Like you hammer the soft spot on the neck. One like stupid whack there, you're done. I don't think anyone can withstand a whack right there. It's very fragile, and that's one of the spot that you should like you're told not to hit because it's too dangerous. Anyway, for the flute, what you see is very little, only a few. I have a whole bag of it, and has like I don't know 20 flute or something inside. Yeah, and I also have other instruments like a saxophone, Western flute, and other stuff. So you're only seeing a little fraction of it. TY4LEI, Tango Yankee 4, Lima Echo India.
Tango Yankee 4, Lima Echo India. Yes, John. Yeah, it sounds quite interesting and practical. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna try to watch some of these videos that Sajan just posted. Especially my neighborhood. It's quite kind of scary, so it's always good to have know something just in case. And yeah, I have like a pepper spray in the car, but just in case I need something else, like to like if I'm in danger, at least I have something I know that can like save my butt in like that situation. Hopefully, it never comes to that, like in real time. But it's always good to know. TY4. Oh yeah.
Oh yes, never happen is always the best. Knowing that you can do something about it is always a good feeling too. It builds confidence, and confidence is what you need to strengthen the heart, which helps your magic, right? So if you're not confident, your magic is also weak. So by having that confidence and extra layer that puts into your heart, your magic, your troops are going to be stronger. So yeah, that's a very good reason for knowing some martial arts skills. Okay, Tango Yankee 2, Golf Alpha Papa.
Tango Yankee 2 Golf Alpha Papa. Ah, woo-ha! Ah, I'm so excited. Oh my God, this was awesome. It was awesome. We did the moves. We had a lot of fun with it. Then we went into body striking, so I'm all riled up. Um, and yeah, Sejuan, I'm just digging this stuff so much because it feels like just from these, just from the videos you gave us, and then the principles that you said to like pay attention to. I feel like there's like so much more that's like can come out just from like exploring and playing with it. Like we're also playing the music that you posted, the EDM. So I'm like wanting to spin around and stuff. And like I'm like so elbows in, well, gaze reminded me too, elbows in, don't forget, because I start getting excited. Um but yeah, this is like, yeah, like you said, just from those those that short amount of videos, there's a lot there, and a lot that can come from it just from like playing around with it. And just in a little bit of time that we did, it's like super stoked. Um, and I get the impression that just like by keeping to those principles and those movements, that like I could put a thing in each hand, and all of a sudden those are like also like usable like weapon practice as well. I mean, that's the impression I got, at least from it. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what else you throw at us as time goes on. Of course, I'm practicing patience. There's so much more to being here than just the catting and the self-defense, but still, that is definitely one of my favorite things. Not to go and pick on people with it, but I'm definitely one of those dorks that can enjoy this as like as a pastime with friends and loved ones. Like, the whole thing about using using martial arts as a tool for building bonds and stuff. Like, I definitely appreciate its value as, like, yeah, like survival, as well as increasing health and wellness. But yeah, I do love the always have loved the game aspect of it too. And it's fun. Um, yeah. And I'm also gonna be looking into like playing some flute music now, huh, TY? Tango Yankee 2 Golf Alpha Papa.
I can feel the excitement. um, okay, here's a message for you too. You two, right? Together. Why don't you learn what you have learned today, plus whatever you get out of the net, right? And then you can start on a project. Um, a fist form for the Wu Hong Xianxia. It can be the Wu Hong fist. and then you can combine it into your own martial art system. Ah. There you go. Okay, that's a project for you. Samlo is always like that. It's like they want to teach people to like open up their talent, right? So you got to be creative and think about like back in the old days. Um, so there's this guy who invented, let's say, the crane fish, or the guy who invented the mantis fish, right? They're human. How do they do it? You're human. How do you do it, right? So you get some stuff started, you understand some stuff that is like important to you, and you work from there. And when you do kind of like walk around the altar, talk to the God, you will get tweaks and stuff. And eventually you have a stable set of stuff you want to put together. Then you have a Wu Hong form. Ah, there we go. Okay, so spend some time on it and see what happened. Also, with the hammer fish, right? You're right. You can use weapon with the same thing. It's basically pretty intuitive. Also, I have not shown, but there is also another option, which is a double hammer fist. Now you're like using one hand to hit at one time, and you kind of like cycle between left and right. Sometimes you can like just pick up the two and then just hammer together as well. So if you see like someone stronger coming at you with like a jab or something, if you can make it to the sideway and you hammer that arm with both hands, right? It's going to be much more powerful than using one hand by one hand. So use two hands to hammer it, and then two hands to go up to the face, right? That's going to be something. So you can always double up if one is not enough. Tango Yankee 2, Golf Echo, India.
Tango Yankee 2, Golf Echo India. Oh my God, Gap is geeking out over here. He's so excited. Um, yeah, I can definitely see the usefulness and the needfulness of all of this. I'm not nearly as personally enthusiastic about the martial aspect as Gap is, but I will certainly be following along. That's kind of been a running theme in our relationship is he introduces me to various martial arts and I keep up as best I can. Um, yeah, I feel like the Iron Shirt and Iron Palm sequences are going well. My palms are still a little bit warm and stingy from that last round. It's good. We're gonna keep up on this, and I'll be really interested to see what he comes up with out of this project. Uh, Tango Yankee to Golf Echo India.
You sound much better than yesterday. So is your pain all gone yet? Back to you?
Yes, Shujan. The headache passed sometime during the night. It's been like only a very mild, very ignorable kind of pressure today. So, yeah, much, much better than yesterday. Thank you for asking. Back to you.
That is good because last night I was about to pull that sword out of my pot, and the god is like, nope. And then I was told to do something before I sleep, and I went to do it. And then this morning I thought I can pull the sword out, and he's like, nope, not yet. So the sword is still stabbing the big pot right now for you, and so yeah, it's still doing work. But when everything is over, maybe I can pull it out properly tonight, I hope. Um, the catting with Gob, like you doing those exercise of him trying out the technique, you don't need to be like, oh, I really like martial art to enjoy it. It's more like a way to play with each other. Think of it like a game, like a fun game and explore things. Those people who are like thinking they know martial art, they might not see stuff that you see. Just keep that in mind because you have a very specific and different viewpoint on things that Gap cannot see. So when you are like creating stuff, what you say sometimes will actually kind of like surprise him. And that will be very critical to have a better fruit come out of the project. So keep that in mind. It's not like you need to be talented in martial art to contribute some useful stuff. It's just because of your personality that is going to help. Okay, next one. Tango Yankee 4, Sierra Hotel Golf. He got shunned. Tango Yankee 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Can you hear me? I was talking before. Anyway, I don't know what happened. Yes. So with you posted some caddying videos. I haven't had a chance to watch them yet, but they sound really good. And in the past, I was caught up in the whole like there was one form that I was doing where I had to repeat a part of the form 108,000 times, and it just got so tedious, and it's hard to keep it up, and yeah. So these sounds like these videos are short and quick, instructional videos, and then we can just incorporate and maybe build a routine from them by the sounds of it, which sounds good. So I'm looking forward to going and checking them out after the Zelly today. And as I said, I had to bring. I brought. I'm in my altar room now by myself because I was in my bedroom and my daughter was nearby, and she can hear everything that we talk about. So I thought, just in case it's one of those Zellos, I'd better move to the other room. Yeah. Back to you, 205 SSG.
Oh, those Zello. Nah, I have had enough last night. It's too crazy. uh, yeah, take a look at those videos. They are fun. So why do we have a form, especially like the one that I'm doing? Well, a form is like it's like a container. Okay, it contains everything. So when you do a form, you're actually like doing it so many times, like you do it one time daily, but to the point like it will be kind of etched into your memory, and you don't even need to think. Your body just know how to do everything itself, and there's no thinking involved, right? To that point, you forget about it and you don't do it, and then later you pick it up again and test yourself. If you can totally forget it, that's good. Now you relearn everything. When you keep repeating the process like that, you're actually training the interaction between the here, your body, and the Yun San. So it's a form of cultivation to build a stronger Yun San and the stronger meridian as well. It's an exercise. But many people are like, I just want to remember it. I don't want to forget it, and they don't want to let go. Right? If you never want to let go, your form is never going anywhere. Right? It's still stuck here. So yeah, it's a memory game, and you're supposed to forget about it. It goes through the 5 element phases. First is gold, which is like you kind of like you kind of know about the moves, but it's really strange and new to you. And then you have the water, which is slow, and you're kind of like slowly trying to make the move chain up together and slowly getting familiar with things. That's water. Okay. And then you have wood. Oh, I know it very well now. I'm picking up the speed. I'm like getting the energy and everything in. And it's like you're mastering the form already, almost like that. And then there's fire. Fire is fast, speed up, and you're exerting the power because you feel so confident about everything you don't even need to think anymore, and you're like just quickly doing everything. And after that it's earth. Earth is you kind of slow down again to a moderate pace, and then eventually it stops and you have to forget about it. So usually we see how long it takes to forget the form. If it takes like 1 year, and then like you try to think about it and you can't really think about it anymore, okay, good, relearn it. When you relearn it, it gets like really fast and come back, right? And then you repeat the process, and then you forget about it again, and then you see if you can forget about it. There are forms that you're so good at it to the point you don't practice a few months, and you still cannot forget about it. That means the form and the yun san, and you hear is like so strong. There's so much stuff packed in there. You won't forget about it. Like it's like part of you already. So that shows you the stuff inside the form is actually yours now. So we go through different stages in training, and not like trying to remember it for the rest of your life. You have to, up to a point, it's like I don't even need to do it anymore. My body just know how to do it, and I couldn't forget about it. It's like you cannot forget about how to walk, right? So that's the point you want to get to, and you need to test yourself. Tango Yankee 3, Whiskey, November Golf. All right. She cannot talk, I remember. Okay, anyone else want to check in? Check in.
Tango Yankee 2, Delta November Golf.
Okay, thing is here. Anyone else? Okay, Tango Yankee 2, Delta November Golf. Go ahead.
Yeah, Chanjon. Tango Yankee 2, Delta November Golf. The form of martial art, yeah. I don't take any kind of martial art like that, but I taking like a jiu-jitsu or wrestling like that, it's kind of like more that it's totally different, the one like the form you're talking about. Like you need, you have to forget about it, and it goes into you, and to become you after a while. It just in jiu-jitsu, like we have to like memorizing all the move one by one, and then take a lot of time to practicing on the mat. So most of my friend is even like teasing me, like, is that a real martial art? Like you are like cuddling in the mat, like they're just like laugh, but it's gonna be very dangerous if you lock it in the in the situation when we are like on the top of you, and like it's like so easy to control because based on control to just but yeah, after a while, after you practicing all the time the move, but you need to really practicing it because your body need to like get used to it, and like go into your subconscious mind, like already how to do it, how to defend, your body move by itself. Yeah, that's back to you. PY2, Tango Yankee 2, Delta November Golf.
Doing it a lot of time in one day and many days like that is exhausting. Uh, in some law's perspective, that's waste of time. You have better things to do in life. um, well, same thing to the spells actually. Okay, like the daily rite. When we do it, we don't aim to memorize it. But if you do it every day, once, okay, not gonna waste a lot of time, just once, right? You can even play the MP3, and then eventually you sing along with it, and then eventually after a while you kind of know how to sing it. It's just like you're listening to some, pop songs. You're not really trying to memorize, but then you got it memorized. How did that work? Right? You don't need to like sit there and then sing the song 5,000 times a day. It's going to wear you out. You see, one of the exercises that Sam Law say not to do for catting or health is running, and any repetitive movement, stupid sport like many jumping jacks, many push up, many sit up, many of like the same movement thing. That is completely wrong, because you think about it. When do we human do that in life, like in nature? You don't do that. When you like keep running, doing the same movement over and over again, it's going to exhaust. Exhaust means that you're burning out. And eventually you have pain here, pain there, because you just screwed up your meridian, right? We walk, but for a purpose. Like I want to walk to the kitchen to get food. Okay, I get my food, right? But I'm not gonna like non-stop walking at one spot, right? That's like stupid. Like, what are you trying to do? So we aim to like even in the form, you don't repeat the same thing over and over and over again. You basically almost like do one thing and then another thing and then another thing and then it's chained up. Like it's very different, and the form are not just movement chained together. There's like a meaning that makes sense. Like why this and then this, why this and then this, right? There's like a meaning. So it's not like stupid stuff that put together make no sense. Not like that. And also the forms, you're not doing it a lot. You're doing it once a day. Okay, you do it once a day. That's it. If you can't remember it, don't worry. Eventually you will. That's basically how it is. Like it's so chill and you will get there. It's like eventually, right? Just like the daily rite. So for the spells, like heart spells, right? You do like a view, like 108, and basically you're done. You don't need to do it again. It just every day you go upload incense, you do the heart spell, right? It's okay, enough. Okay, so there you go. Tango Yankee 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Yes, Ajwan. Tango Yankee 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. I had the same mentality when I was performing the war dance. When Gap and I would do cutting together, I would be trying to do the war dance like 3, 4 times in a row. Cause the stupid mentality that I cultivated through my time between martial arts, any type of sports or physical discipline was, oh well, you need to do it in a particular amount of reps. And yeah, no, it's make it simple, make it practical, and you don't need to try to memorize everything one time. If you really want to stick with this for the rest of your life, you don't need to memorize it. No, it's a life journey, and having the mentality of trying to rush to get it all in your head, blah 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 blah, it defeats the purpose of trying to let it seep into your yin sun. Because I know all of my hot spells now. Like I could repeat them, and I'm pretty sure it took time. It took time for me to go through the motions of living with it, digesting it, absorbing it. And now I could sit and recite my heart spells when I'm doing my heart spells. I don't need to be a specific place or watch the paper. I just pick up my beads and do what I have to do. So I just need to remember that mentality of not trying to cram everything right. No, it's a journey. You have to walk with it. You have to go with it. It's a life companion. Back to you. Tango Yankee 2 Charlie Hotel Golf.
Yeah, you have to observe how we actually remember things in life. You don't do it all the time. You just do it whenever you need to do it. And if you need that every day, then you remember it. Like driving, right? You don't like, oh, I just learned how to drive and I need to know how to drive to like say, to the supermarket or something. Do you ever like drive back and forth to supermarket like, 10 times a day just to know the road? No. You drive there once, then you're like, okay, I got it. Right? And then next time you drive again, that's basically it. The next time you want to buy something, you drive again. And then eventually you remember, right? But if you try to like, oh, let me drive like 10 times back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Oh my God, like even your car is going to ill on you. So that's how we remember things in life. You do it every day once, it's okay. When you sleep, you forget about it. Like after you're done doing it, you forget about it and let it go into the heart. When you sleep, it goes to the Yun Sun. When you pack enough in the Yun Sun at a consistent rate, right? The Yun Sun is going to be like so full of that, it's going to remember it. And it's very hard to forget things. So yeah, make sure you don't fall into that mechanical mode again. Tango Yankee 4 Lima Echo Indian.
Tango Yankee 4 Lima Echo India. Yes, John, I really like the explanation how like you don't have to like really try hard and memorize it like this. just do it over time and let it soak in naturally. Um, yeah, it kind of reminds me of this one KJ. I think Heaven Sword something, Dragon Saber or something, and it's kind of like that one guy, the I forgot the main character, and he and the master was teaching him like Tai Chi sword, and he's telling him, yeah, I'm gonna teach you the form, but now I need you to forget the form. And then he said, okay, I forgot it. Like, I don't know how he did that fast, but yeah, it kind of give me that memory of that KJ and explanation, like the master tell him to forget the form, and then he started doing it and then attack the other sect or something. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that in a way, when you when you say it like that. Yeah, I really like concept you forget it, and then over time you test yourself again, and then you forget it, and let it go natural. TY4LEI.
Oh, I remember that, KJ. Well, that Tai Chi, of course, is not like that in reality, but yes, the essence of Tai Chi could be taught in one lesson, and then you'll be able to fight with it, which I have done so. It's not that hard. There are techniques that you can use right away if you understand how the actual Tai Chi works. But then, if you want to like be able to teach Tai Chi, then it will be another story. Because to teach, it's like you need some stuff to make money with. So you can't like just, oh yeah, it's so easy, right? So yeah, teaching is another story. But to be able to fight with some Tai Chi techniques, it's pretty much like someone show you how it's done. You kind of get the concept, and it will be working. You can apply that to the stuff that I was showing online just now as well. Like after you learn, you understand, you try it with a partner, you get it, you don't need the videos, right? And then it's like up to you to brew up something new on your own. So yeah, it's a fun project to see what Gap and Gay will get out of it. Okay, TY2JP, Tango Yankee 2, Golf Alpha Papa.
Tango Yankee 2, Golf, Alpha Papa. This is like the best day ever. Thank you. Oh, I did it. Oh, no, no. I take it back. I take it back. From the bottom of my heart, I am extremely ecstatic for this opportunity, and I look forward to uh gaining your approval and astonishment with it. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, I too have been a knucklehead when it comes to learning things and obsessing over trying to make sure that I have like uh like the things that I learned like down packed so much, like done it till I burnt out, and this is probably why I never really made it very far. Like, yeah, I've had like previous martial arts experience, but I never really got too far before burning out, and I'm beginning to think that maybe it is because I got so obsessed with trying to do the whole Bruce Lee thing, right? Master the one kick 10,000 times. It's like, oh my God, no wonder my tendons are all jacked up. Um, and yeah, I did I did the war dance with Chung. And he's like, oh, if you don't have to like do it as much as I've done, and I'm like, no, I'll keep up, and I did. And then later on, I was like, ooh, yeah, that aches. And I've done the same thing with the warm ups, like the stuff that we've done for the legs. I got excited. I was like, let me take it to 10. And yeah, and I felt it later on that day. I was like, ooh, why am I dealing with extra aches? It's like, yeah, no, I totally botched it. I was supposed to stay within that sweet spot of where it is healthy and not debilitating to the body. So yeah, and I definitely fell into the momentum of what's been so common and especially in like a Western culture of like trying to get, X amount of push-ups and all this stuff. And it's like, yeah, this is why I burnt out and needed to take so many breaks, um, and try to like slowly climb my way back to functionality. So, yeah, super excited to go about this with consistency, yet within that sweet spot of not hurting myself in the attempt to get good. Uh, Tango Yankee 2 Golf Alpha Papa.
There's a joke recently on the Chinese TikTok. There are videos showing you some like moms. They're like janitors of the gym, and they go and clean up the heavy dumbbells. They're like 100-pound dumbbells, and they just like move it like one hand, one dumbbell, move, wipe, put it back, move, wipe, put it back. And the bodybuilders are like, "Oh, what happened?" They can't even move it. That's the difference between like you're trying to bodybuild versus you're actually using your power to work. So instead of like, oh, I'm doing so many times of, this movement to lift weight, to build muscle, to body build, instead think about it. If you're like a construction worker and you have to like use your power for lifting things every day, hammering things every day, right? The power is there already. You don't even need all that gym equipment. It's stupid. That all you need to do is go get a job at the construction site every day. You like move around cement, the concrete, the bricks. Wow. I mean, look at all that power you have from those jobs. There's a guy very famous. He's like a viral TikToker in China. He's a bodybuilding coach, like a teach, right? So he's like very bulky. And then he was like, okay, I'm going to go and try to work as one of these people who like move things for homes. And he went there to like try to like do their job. And it's very, very, very little for the money. But he's like just trying it one day, and those guys that looks way more skinny than him, there's like, yeah, that's our everyday work. And he's like, no, I'm surrendering. I'm seeing stars. Like 2 hours in, he want to die already. It's like that. So you see, people who are actually using the power every day, imagine you get into a fight with these guys and then they just like whack you with a normal force. It hurts, right? Yeah. So yeah. The real power building comes from like when you really need to use your power, not from when you pretend and exhaust yourself. Now, even those guys look bulky, they're not more powerful than the skinny guys who are actually using their body for work. So, if you really want to have power, right, try using your strength for real things. Like, hey, imagine you're like building something, like building a house or building something out of bricks, and you like need to like move things around, right? That actually is building power instead of like lifting weights. TY2 GEI, Tango Yankee 2, Golf Echo India.
Tango Yankee 2, Gulf Echo, India. Yeah, I totally know what you mean. When I was a kid, had grown up on the farm, just doing, normal farm chores. I am not a big person. I am, full size. I am like, I say 5'1". It's 5 feet and a fraction of an inch. But um, just because of the way I grew up, I used to do, in retrospect, some pretty crazy stuff. Just from hauling hay bales around and bags of horse feed and wrangling the occasional sheep out of the fence. Oh my god. Um, yeah, functional strength is just such a different thing from aesthetic strength. I never really understood the whole bodybuilding thing. Like, yeah, I just never really understood it. I would much prefer to um, to just do the things that I want to be able to do. And that is a thing that happens basically just by doing this stuff, whatever you can do. Um, Essentially, as much as it's fun, a little bit every day, kind of. I never had much patience for doing things really rote, so it's cool that that seems to be the standard here to do things a little bit every day and have confidence that over time it's gonna stick. Same with the coding, same with the heart spells. It's pretty cool. Tango Yankee 2, Golf Echo India.
Somehow, when I see you on Zoom, I already knew. I kind of knew you're the one that will have some good strength inside with that kind of body size. So I already knew kind of like that. But yes, you're right. Talking about farmers, I got a story from one of my ex master in kung fu, and he is like he used to live in China with his mom, right? So he said, the mom don't do kung fu, but she can jump over fence. And every day she like walk back and forth from the house to the city to buy rice, and she hold one hand one bag of like 50 kg rice, and she go back and forth. That's like their life, right? They need to do it because that's how it is. There's no car, so every day she hug those rice, one bag one hand, and she get used to it. And then the kid is on her back, like she carried the kid on her back. And these people are like Superman, like what you want to like what like loot their home or something? They can pick you up and throw you over the fence. Like the mom is like so crazy. It's that kind of level. And there's no bodybuilding, no muscle, no nothing. It's just normal looking elder. And that's what it is. Every day you use your body for strength, you need that power, it will be there. So yeah, definitely much more scary than the bodybuilders. For the stuff that I posted online, they do not require any like scary power to make them effective. Even you're like, very mild with your power, it still work because we're aiming for the fragile spots. But if you hit with more power, it will just get better and better. Tango Yankee 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Tango Yankee 4, Sierra Hotel Golf. Um, I've got a story of like applying the same principles to other things. Back when I was a teenager, I think my parents went to see a dentist, and this dentist was famous because he did it part time. He was a farmer. He was a farmer most of the time, and being a farmer, he's his hands and wrists were really like beefy and strong, like really strong. And so he could, when people get their wisdom teeth out or something, and you get some dentists who are new or whatever who can really make a mess of it, and they don't have the strength to yank them out or whatever. Whereas he would just use his grip strength or whatever he had from all that making fences or whatever, and could just lever them out painlessly and quickly. And he was quite well known because he as a great dentist because he the farming just regular farming work and probably fence work and things like that gave him this massive strength in his hands, which makes a difference when it comes to pulling people's teeth out. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that. It sounds also a bit like in the Karate Kid, the wax on, wax off kind of method that he practices by, painting the fence and polishing the car. I mean, using the things for in daily life for a purpose, right? And then you find out that they're actually, useful, when you want to use them in a martial arts context. Anyway, back to Tango Yankee 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Yes, that is a story that Tin Hong will want to be hearing. He just got his wisdom tooth taken out by the dentist in China, and he said, I asked him like, "Where's the thing?" And he said, "Oh, it's all a mess." The doctor was like trying to get it out and can't, and then they start drilling, trembling, and it's like, oh, it's all powderized inside. So it was a painful, painful, painful experience. He said he never want to experience that anymore in his life. He took two out, and the dentist is like, "Well, you have another two." He's like, "No, no, no, I'm okay. If they don't hurt, I'm not touching it." That is funny. Another occupation that is like very strength building is a chef. If you like chop, 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 and then do the walks thing, that stuff is like heavy. So it really helps too. That's another thing. Now, I want you guys to think about this. We have talked about a lot of like the farmers and all that using strength, right? Think about it. If you're me, you deal with ye craft for people every day, right? Do you still need to cultivate? You use your magic every day. Do you need to like just sit at the altar and practice? No, I don't, because basically every day I'm using them, right? So you see, you don't really need to drill into things a lot when it's like you use them every day. Even the hot spell, even the fu and faji, right? If you look around in your house and every day you do body sealing, you do house sealing, you use those faji, right? And use the fu head. When you do it every day, for real purposes, you don't even need to practice. The practice is done in your everyday magic execution. And that's why I always tell people use magic in your everyday life, because that's how you get good at it, right? And help people, not just yourself, but like you see someone in the lineage, they need help, you can help them, or maybe people around you need help, you can help them. When you use it all the time, it becomes a part of your natural ability. Okay, let's see if Wayne want to check in. Tango Yankee 3, Whiskey November Golf. Okay, Tango Yankee 2, Delta November Golf.
Tango Yankee 2, Delta November Golf. Yeah, Chajuan.
Hearing we are need to build the strength through the everyday life. Yeah, I think that's kind of important since I open a restaurant.
I sometimes I bought um uh, the rice by myself, like 25 pound, 55 pound, like mix it up by myself. And then you need to know how to lift, otherwise it's gonna mess up your core, cause your hernia. So I just using my stance and strengthen like a deep breath, using my core muscle and lift it up. So it's a part of training. But when you do it like almost 4 years now, so I think it's pretty good, right? It's like a practice every day. Yeah, but that's why I think like I can't like postpone take a break with martial art, because I got a lot of injured like my knees or my neck, muscle, sometimes the arm, the elbow. It's a lot of muscle, a lot of injured. And it's no good. Like you said, it's not good for the meridians. So yeah, I think I kind of enjoying like the training of the chi, the one in the GLG room last time that we are, like wax on, wax off, and a black color and white color. Then hold the rings and make the balls of cheese like big or small, depend on our inhale and exhales. I think that I can like really enjoy that one. It's like every time in the morning I did that. It's I feel good. Back to you.
Tango Yankee 2 Delta November Golf.
Oh yes, that's the Tai Chi. You can always go back to the video and watch again. It's in the forum. Uh, the Chi part is really fun. And also, don't forget that's something that we use in magic as well. Later on, when you learn more about the magic side, those things are all applied to the magic. So yeah, it's immortal Chi that we're using. Okay, let's pass the mic to TY2CXG, Tango Yankee 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Yes, Adrian. You mentioned that the repetitiveness is not necessary and everything is going to be learned. But what about if you want to look a little bit toned? Like if you want to obviously not look like a bodybuilder, but you want to have a little bit of muscle, stuff like that. Like how does that work into the system? So do you need to be could you do like light weight work and stuff like that? Is that recommended? Um, I do like having muscle on my body. It feels good. It looks good. Especially it looks good. And yeah. What are your thoughts on that? I do remember seeing some of your older pictures, and you look like you had a lot of muscle on you. Not very defined, but you can see because of practicing martial arts and whatever you're probably doing, lifting up all those heavy swords and axe. You definitely develop a lot of muscle on you as well. Back to you, Tango Yankee to Charlie Hotel Golf.
There's a saying that in the ancient time, all the warriors are not muscular. They're big. They're not muscle, like not ripped. They're big, and you can see they got some like belly as well. Uh, the reason is because that's the actual shape you want to be in if you want to survive in a harsh environment. Your body needs some fat, right, to burn in a cold and starving environment. And being ripped means your fat are gone. When you don't have fat and you're trying to survive, your body is going to eat on you. It got nothing to chew on. Okay, so having some fat is actually not a problem. But then at the same time, like when you're actually doing your catting every day and all that, your bone gets dense, so you get heavier, like your weight get heavier. Now I want you to guess how much do I weigh in pounds? Okay, I only know pounds, so how much pound do I weigh? If you look at me, I am about 5 feet 5 or 4 5, something like that. Back to you, TY2CXG.
Well, Sajan, looking at your pictures from when you were younger to now, um, you looked you look like a wrestler. Like you had a lot of muscle on you, but it wasn't very defined. I would say you look like a power lifter. So like you had a lot of muscle and your body had a lot of weight, but weight is not the correct word I want to use. Like your distribution of your muscle and the fat of your body was well. Because I can see like his shoulders, his arms. He's stocky. He has a well built like a wrestler, not like WW wrestlers. I'm talking about like traditional high school wrestlers or wrestling, I should say. I would say you're about no, from your pictures, well, obviously because you've gotten older, your body tends to shrink. So I would say you're probably like 140 right now, but back then in your kind of Hulk days, how you're kind of like a mini Hulk, I would say you're probably like close to 200 because you don't look heavy. Well, no, you look like you have a lot of mass on you, but you don't look very heavy. But when I saw you doing a particular pose and how your body was moving, well, in the picture, how it was angled, from like looking at other martial artists and practicing myself, I was like, oh yeah, like he has a lot of muscle on him. It's just you're not seeing it. Like I can remember one of my sparring partners from high school. Like you couldn't tell he had a lot of mass on him because he had like a baby face. He wore a lot of baggy clothes. But when it came time to like spar and he wore his gi, I was like, oh shit, like this guy has something. So like you can't really tell unless you're actually observant about it. But I would say back then you're probably like close to like 180, 200, depending on your height too. But now I would say you're around like 140, yeah, around 140. Back to you. This is Tango Yankee 2 Charlie Hotel Golf.
Sorry to disappoint you. I just weighed it myself a while ago. 229.5. It's about that range for a while, like many years already, haven't changed. So back in the old days, that time is also around two something. Now is 229.5. So yeah, uh, when I was in high school, I was like 140 something. But after I started really training the stance, then the bone got dense, and then the weight jumps up like to 180 something already. So when the bone is dense, it's more heavier than actual muscles. Let's quickly go through some people here. See if we can do it. TY4LEI.
Tango Yankee for Lima Echo India. Yes, John. Yeah, it's quite interesting how like back in the days, like how people needed the fat, but I feel like modern time, yeah, it would be good without the fat. I was wondering if there's like a way for us to like lose some of that, because like every year if I get bigger, I'd be pissed if I keep getting bigger and bigger. So I need a way like get back into like maintain things because yeah, I don't really like seeing that for myself in the mirror. Ty for LEI.
Don't worry, you and Wing will get it fixed up. It's mostly your diet issue, you know. You eat poor back then, so it built up that crap. When you eat better, you see yourself getting in better shape. So yeah, I am wait for Wing to fix you up. Okay, Tango Yankee 2, Golf Alpha Papa.
Tango Yankee 2 Golf Alpha Papa. Yeah, I had a suspicion that you had some pretty solid bone density. I remember you talking about you working for almost 14 hours a day with your Kwandao practice. I was like, what? Oh man, yeah, that's pretty powerful. Um, and I mean, it's evident that that's not just all fat because like we see you move and you're very smooth. Yeah. So yeah. Um I am definitely I'm definitely interested in increasing my bone density and that's why I was like, "Oh, what about the weighted vest?" But like you said, patience and in due time. Um it's really easy to get swept up in like the fads of the time, but like I do know just from my experience with knuckleheads that a lot of that cosmetic muscle is fake. Like they look good but they're weak. It's like um yeah, like we were talking about Gay's muscle strength. I remember the first time she was helping well when we were moving together and she started hauling shit. I was like, "Holy shit." I was like, I forgot you lived on a farm. Of course that makes sense. Um but yeah, I had a similar thing going on because like I'd worked at like one of my early jobs like in my early 20s was as a mover. So I was like moving a lot of stuff, and most of the guys that were moving stuff, they were either thin and powerful, or they had like mass, but it wasn't like the cut muscle that you see a body like bodybuilders, but like power lifters, and I it was kind of crazy because that was like the first time I got exposed to the power of like the mind over the body, like or like in order to like move crazy pieces of furniture we have to like recruit our fingers and like holding on to the groove and like it's just kind of interesting to see you know people who you know be considered street people having like this kind of like mental discipline to be able to like you know utilize their bodies and their forms in such a way so as to create the structure to like move stuff. But yeah, Tango Yankee 2 Golf Alpha Papa.
That is correct. Maybe Lei can consider changing his job. You know, instead of like going Uber, maybe you can be a mover. Start carrying sofas and all that around and moving the fridge and everything, right? And wow, soon you'll be able to see all that fat being gone. Tango Yankee 2, Golf Echo India.
Tango Yankee 2, Golf Echo India. Uh, yeah, yep. Um, it's funny how many things there are that don't require exhausting the body, but will build plenty of strength and functionality. Um, plenty of moms, actually, especially if you have more than one toddler at a time, you will get really strong and really agile really fast just from keeping up with little shits. And it's great actually. Motherhood is bizarrely strength building. First pregnancy, just moving that slowly growing weight around, and the more active that you are, the better equipped you are um, for toddlers and everything that comes after that. There was a functional movement group that Gap and I used to work with called Evolve Move Play. They were pretty cool for a time. It seems like the company's not doing so great. But one of the really cool things that they emphasized was ground flow, getting on the ground. And I think they actually had uh, a like 10-month-old infant leading the class at one point. Just because they were, on their belly and moving around, and that is incredibly core building in a very functional way. Um, I don't know, that's just cool to me. Um, Tango Yankee 2, Golf Echo India.
That is a very good example. Lei need to get pregnant, and then it will fix his problem as well. Okay, there you go. Another job for him. So many ideas. I'm not sure if he can get pregnant, but you can try. Um, there's always a way. Just if you can find it, how to work it out or not, right? Samlo said so. Uh, Tango Yankee 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Tango Yankee 4 Sierra Hotel Golf. Yes. So Joanne, I was wondering about what you think about leg strength, because a lot of people, like doctors and that, are saying now that the strength of a person's legs is a predictor of how long they live for. So it's like there's a correlation there between kind of like exercises that people did maybe when they were younger and their lifespan. Like for example, my father, he's like in his mid 80s now, and he's in good health. He's mentally fine, and his body's okay. And all his mates that he was had all his life, they've all got dementia and cancer, and one way or another they've all died, and he's still pretty strong. And I was thinking, well, back in the day when he was at school and at university, he was playing Australian rules football, which is a pretty intense game, and he was coaching that as well for about 15 years. So until he was about 30, he was, very physically active. And then after that time, he stopped doing it all. But I was wondering whether that effort that he put in when he was young, maybe now while he's old, is working for him in you know, making him, you know, healthy, you know, in that sense. So I was just wondering what you think about that. And also, I had a question about, this might sound weird, but when we die, say we go to the religious court, or we go to the DLT or whatever, um, what what form does our bodies take? Like, if I'm overweight now, is that going to follow through there, or are there ways to change your shape and things like that? Like when you're there, that's like core shape, not just like a appearance type thing. You know, I just had that question. TY4SHG.
Okay. If you go to DLT, then the form will change because from what I see, from base cat, right? Um, the cat actually turned into a person, like an actual person in DLT. So it's not no longer like a cat. So you get a new look, but you still know who you are, kind of like that. But if you're going to RC, then you're in D6. So basically, it's like if you imagine yourself to be that look, it will turn into that look as well. So it's kind of changeable. Okay. Usually in D6, people like to use the form they used to look in here so that people can recognize who you are. So, but you can change it if you want to. Um, okay, the leg strength, no, that's not true. Um, it's more about the chi. If the chi that comes from the Yun San and down to the Ghost Altar and down to you, right? If the chi can like flow all the way down to the bottom, you wake up, your leg have power to walk and do things, you're still alive. If you're about to die, then the chi will flow all the way down, but it couldn't get to the bottom. So your legs are not going to get that power. Maybe the legs start to feel cold. And eventually, after a few days, the coldness shifted up and up and up until it reaches almost to the heart, then you're dying the next day. So that's because the power that comes down from the above is not enough to power up the stuff below. So when there's not enough power coming down your heart, then you lose power to keep going. Okay, so it's not about your leg strength. It's about if the chi is flowing well for those meridians. So if your leg is like the chi is flowing okay, then you're okay. One of the things you could do is like some leg stretches and stuff like that. If you can do the movement of like in the warm up, the last one where you have to bend down. Okay, if you can bend down and your leg is straight and you can still like kind of touch your toes, that's pretty okay. It's enough to keep you surviving. If you can't touch your toes when you go down like that, and you have to like kind of bend your leg first, then you have some work to do. Okay, so when you do the warm up every day, it should fix that problem. Tango Yankee 2, Delta November Golf.
Tango Yankee 2, Delta November Golf. Yeah, Kevin. I think it's probably maybe you're gonna post more about like a Tai Chi move, to for us to cultivate. I think it's not only the immortal chi, and we also have a strength and physical stamina and health to our body. I think that's will be wonderful. Yeah, back to you. TY, Tango Yankee 2, Delta November, go.
Okay, there's a funny message online I saw from Kay. The Western correlation between leg strength and lifespan is about fall risk. Strong legs and hip prevent the fatal falls. Oh my goodness, that simple? Oh, that's pretty crappy. Anyway, so yeah, it is now 5:47 p.m. and it is time to conclude the net. We're kind of OT, but it's okay. We have a good time. So 73 to all, and we'll see you tonight on Nessie. Otherwise, see you back online. This is Tango Yankee 9, Yankee Uniform Echo, 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 Echo. Clear.
Tango Yankee 2, Charlie Hotel Golf, clear.
Tango Yankee 2 Golf Alpha Papa, clear.
Tanky Yankee 4, Lima, Echo, India, clear.
Tango Yankee 2 Golf Echo India, clear.
Tango Yankee 4, Sierra Hotel Golf, clear.
Tango Yankee 3 Whiskey November Golf.